Next on Worcester News Tonight, regulating ride shares, how legislation passed by state lawmakers will affect services like Uber and Lyft. Plus, Worcester restaurants are gearing up for the start of a popular dining week in the city. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tricia Nicholas. We'll get to those stories, but first, we begin with a Worcester dentist arrested for indecent assault and battery on an adult patient. Police say a 35-year-old woman was inappropriately touched multiple times by her dentist while being seen at her appointment around 9 this morning. It happened at the office of Dr. Nikhil Patel at 130 Lincoln Street. He was arrested and will be arraigned tomorrow morning in Worcester District Court. Several people were stabbed after more than 100 people were seen fighting on a Worcester street early Monday morning. Worcester police say it happened around 1:30 this morning after a comedy show at the Mambo Lounge. And now they are investigating. Our Catherine Andrioli has more.
Every Sunday it's getting worse and worse, and this was by far the worst.
Bats, knives, and broken bottles were used in what police say was a gang-related fight outside the Mambo Lounge in Worcester around 1:30 a.m. Monday morning.
When the police used pepper spray and stuff like that, the crowd just didn't seem to want to die down.
Officers said the fight involved several local gang members.
Sunday nights is usually the worst because the other bars aren't closed, so it's just their clientele coming in, and they kind of feel like they get to run the city.
The fight left a store window smashed at one local business. We spoke with the owner, who says he wants the club shut down.
They're trying to redo this neighborhood, and from what I've seen in the 1 month I've been here, they need to go. And from what everyone's told me, the 8 months that they've been here, it's been nothing but problems.
In Worcester, Catherine Andrioli, Worcester News Tonight.
Staying in Worcester, a 33-year-old city man was stabbed multiple times Saturday night after police say he was jumped by about 20 people. Worcester police say it happened on Oread Street around 9:30. The victim was found hiding behind a building. He suffered multiple injuries, including a stab wound to his chest. Police say the suspects fled the scene. According to police, 2 male juveniles were found nearby and arrested. The victim was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police say he is not cooperating. Massachusetts lawmakers were up late last night passing a number of bills, including one that would regulate rideshare services like Uber and Lyft. It's legislation that will also add revenue at the state and local levels. Our Andy Madison has the details.
The popularity of Uber and Lyft keeps growing.
Taxis are pretty expensive, especially living in Sutton. Traveling from Worcester, it's a bigger charge, so using Uber is quicker and cheaper.
And so are concerns about passenger safety and cost. In Massachusetts, state lawmakers are seeking to put safety regulations on the ride-sharing companies, which would include 2 different background checks for drivers, one by the company and another by the state.
You want to make sure that the person picking you up is someone that you can feel safe with.
We're watching a transition, is really what it is, and we were attempting by these regs, by this legislation, to balance both and to level the playing field.
Leveling the playing field for taxis while also helping the economy. Also in the bill is a proposed surcharge that would allow a small portion of each fare to be given to the Department of Transportation in the city where the pickup originated from. A move which could lead to cities cashing in.
Any money a municipality can get for infrastructure helps. And if they can pave 1 extra road a year, that goes a long way to helping ensure there are good, safe streets.
The proposal is the latest step in the ongoing saga putting Uber and Lyft versus traditional cab companies. The compromise bill is one of many approved by state lawmakers over the weekend, and those we spoke with are confident it will get the governor's signature.
He may veto a few sections or different parts of the bill, but I think overall it's a bill that he'll probably sign.
People will probably be more apt to use it, especially if they know money's going back to the towns too, and you're getting into a safe ride, so it's probably a good idea.
Andy Madison, Worcester News Tonight.
The Worcester County Sheriff's Office is warning residents to beware of recent phone scams. Sheriff Lou Evangelitis says scammers have been calling people pretending to be the Sheriff's Department. He says the callers are telling victims they have an arrest warrant for them in their name. Callers are telling people if they pay a fine, they will not have to go to jail. The sheriff is reminding everyone his office never calls people asking for money.
Remember this, if someone reaches out to you, you didn't reach out to them. and they're asking you for money. And a lot of times people try to use the criminal justice system because it scares people, like a warrant. Think twice and really realize that they probably out to scam you for money. Don't provide any information.
The scammer is identifying himself as Officer Paul Gibbs of the Worcester County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Evangelitis says this person is not employed by the department. The sheriff encourages all victims to hang up and notify police. The first day of August also marks the start of Worcester's Restaurant Week. The specials start today and go through Saturday, August 13th. The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce says this year is bigger than ever. Our Brittany Schaefer has more.
There's great values, great food, and a great selection of food choices for people right now.
Monday marks the start of the summer annual Restaurant Week in Worcester. The Chamber of Commerce says this week is a major economic boost for the city.
Restaurant Week has become an annual tradition during the summer for our local restaurants, which have been such a catalyst in terms of driving economic development.
More than 30 restaurants are participating, with many new restaurants added in the mix.
We've seen so many new restaurants open up, and so it's an opportunity for those people who enjoy Worcester's restaurant scene to go out and visit maybe a restaurant that they haven't yet visited.
The more people that, find out from Restaurant Week about us, the better.
We're hoping people just come out and try us. We're new, so Restaurant Week's a good opportunity for people to go out.
The British Beer Company and Lock 50 opened within the last few months. Both are looking forward to the exposure of Restaurant Week.
We've heard good things. We've seen good things so far from people being excited about it. We have reservations booked up for the week.
They can try them for the first time. It is a reduced price for a full portion.
The dinner special for all restaurants participating is 3 courses for $24.16. The Chamber of Commerce says more restaurants have signed up this year than last year.
Restaurant Week is growing, and I think people see the opportunity that exists during the summer to be part of this mix and choices.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester's new professional hockey team revealed the team's mascot this weekend, and they're asking for help naming it. The big reveal of the Worcester Railers rail yard dog mascot happened before the Bravehearts game on Saturday. Here's a picture of the mascot getting ready to throw out the first pitch. For now, they're calling the mascot What's My Name and are asking fans to give suggestions on the team's website. Worcester Railers president Mike Myers says it was important for the team that fans got involved.
The team naming due to the just because of logo and trademarking and all sorts of variables that we couldn't control. So we wanted to have the fans to have a say in the mascot naming.
The top 3 choices will be announced on Friday. The chosen name will be announced next Monday. A water main break in Northbridge shut down Main Street for a portion of the day. It happened around noon Monday on Main Street near Prentice Street. The Whitensville Water Company was on scene repairing the break. Crew members say one of the main transition mains is the one that burst. The company says few homes were without water, but homes nearby may have experienced lower water pressure. A fire in Sutton Saturday morning destroyed part of a condo complex on Ariel Circle. The Sutton Fire Department says it started in the basement of a unit. 3 people live in the unit. 2 were home at the time of the fire. The fire department says no residents were injured. 2 firefighters were treated for heat exhaustion. Multiple fire departments responded to the scene. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.